Hey everyone, Nathan from Elegant Themes here. In this tutorial, I'm going to provide you with an overview of the widgets that come with the Extra theme. So Extra comes with 9 widgets. They are Extra Ads, Extra Login, Extra Recent Posts, Extra Recent Comments, Extra Authors, Extra Social. So you can find all of these widgets under Appearance Widgets in your WordPress admin. You can also find them in the Customizer under Customize and Extra Theme Customizer. However, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to stay in the official widgets area of the WordPress admin and show you how to add and configure the widgets in that section. So when you go to Appearance Widgets, you're going to see all of your available widgets on the left-hand side, kind of in this pool right here. All of the extra widgets are going to have the word extra right in front of them to make them really easy to find and stand out. So what you're going to want to do is either click on that widget and add it to one of your sidebar areas, one of your widgetized areas. Or of course, you can always drag it over and place it where you want. So what I've done is placed all of the extra widgets in one sidebar here in my main sidebar and kind of stack them in the order I want them to appear. So what I'll do now is kind of just go through each one and show you how to configure the settings, and then we'll jump to the front side and I'll show you the end result. So let's get started with ads. So at the very top here, if I open that up, the ads widget has a title section where I put sponsors, and then I use the add ad button to create 4 ad spots. Now if I open each one of those up, I have a place for an image URL, a link URL, or I can put add HTML in there. I can also choose to start a new line, which basically just means that instead of placing 2 small ads side by side, they would start a new line and be stacked one on top of the other. I chose not to do that because I wanted to create a grid. So I have 4 ads just like this within my ads widget. And on the front end, you'll see a little sponsors ad grid at the very top. All right, so next up we have Extra Login, and there's really nothing to configure here, just the title, login, and it will not show up if you are already logged in, but if you're not logged in, you'll see it there. So I'll actually have to pull up a non-logged in version of the site here in just a minute or two to show you what that one looks like. I have a search thing here, but that's not actually unique to the Extra theme. So jumping down, the next extra widget that we have is Recent Posts. Not a lot to configure here. The title will default to Recent Posts, and we can set the number, and we can also choose whether we want to display the post date, display post thumbnail, and display post categories. So I have all those selected. I'm letting it default to Recent Posts as the title, and I've chosen to limit my number to 5. Recent Comments is very similar. Defaults to recent comment for the title, or I can put something in that I want right here. And I can choose to show the number of comments displayed. I chose 5. I can also choose to display comment date, and I chose not to do that. Next up, we have the Authors widget, and there's nothing to configure here, just the title, Our Authors is what I chose. And what this will do is it'll just pull up a profile picture of each of the people who have the author's user role on your website. Okay, next we have Extra Social Network Followers. My title that I chose is Follow Us, and then we have quite a few options here below. So we can enter in information for Facebook, Google+, YouTube, Vimeo, Tumblr, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram. And you'll notice here, Twitter's the only one that I filled out completely for this example, but there's a place for the URL, the consumer key, consumer secret, access token, and access token secret. Now this is API information that allows us to pull information like the follower account to display on the front end. So you'll notice when we go over this sidebar on the front end that my Twitter will have a follower account on it, and you can do that for all the ones that ask for that information. So YouTube, Tumblr, Google+, and Facebook all have those options. All right, next widget is Recent Tweets. So Same information's required here, but this time we're pulling out the most recent tweets from whatever account that you sync up here. So you can choose the title, number of tweets to display, and then this is the information that we need from Twitter in order to get your tweets pulled down into the widget. We can do extra recent reviews here. That's the next widget. Not a lot to configure. Title will default to recent reviews. It'll pull the bar counter or the bar display, and you'll know what I mean by that on the front end, into the widget. So really here, there's, all you really need to do is choose how many reviews you want to show, and I have a maximum of 5 here. All right, moving on to the final widget here, extra recent videos. And this is kind of the same story. You can add a custom title or let it default to recent videos and then choose the number that you want to display. And this pulls from the post format video. So this is not every video that you've posted on your website. It will only pull content in from posts that are just video posts. All right, so all this kind of saves automatically. And let's take a look at what it looks like on the front end. Okay, so here is my homepage layout, and this is the main sidebar over here to the right. So at the top, you can see I have my sponsors grid of 4 ads, search bar, and then these are what my recent posts look like, recent comments, authors, and it gives the profile picture, name, and number of posts. Here's the follow us widget, the social widget. And you can see down here the Twitter, because I entered in my app information there, that it was able to pull in my follower count. Here we have my 5 most recent tweets. It'll follow down here. It's a nice little addition to that widget. Then we have recent reviews. And like I said, this is the bar counter, the score that I gave in each of my reviews. It shows that as well as the title of the post. And then finally, we have recent videos. And what's interesting here is this doesn't take you to the post itself. If you click on this, it'll just change the video that shows up here, and then you can play the video within here. So if I click on that, it just starts to play that video. Pretty cool. Could get people to want to watch this and then maybe go to your videos category. And one last thing before we sign off here, I wanted to show you the login widget, which will appear right here under the sponsors widget. So what I have to do to display that is sign out. So I've pulled up here an incognito version in Chrome so that I'm not logged in. And you can see that the login widget appears directly under the sponsors, and it gives you a spot for a username, password, login button, and a lost my password link there. Okay, well, that's all for this tutorial. This has been an overview of the extra widgets. If you have any questions about what we've gone over in this video, feel free to leave us a comment and we'll make sure you get a response. If you're interested in learning more about extra or seeing what else it's capable of, you can click the View Demo button. If you're interested in seeing more extra tutorials, make sure to click the subscribe button to never miss a great tip. Thanks for watching.